Libra, this is your June 16th through 30th Tarot and Oracle reading for 2020. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. We're going to do a 5-card spread. Number 5 is about chaos, conflict, change, challenge. Yeah, kind of appropriate. Yeah, so there's a need for one to be careful here. About what one says and how one acts. And I want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. My channel is growing. You know, there was a time in the beginning of the year when it didn't move at all. It was very strange. But it's growing a little bit, and I'm grateful for that. I'm really happy you're here. I appreciate your likes and your shares and your opinions. I like that. Energy. So if you want to book a reading, you can go to the description box. There's my website. There's also 4 different platforms for you to see my jewelry on. If you're in Utah, there's a show schedule. There's links to donate and my links for my social media. I'm so distracted. I'm not sure if somebody here feels that way. So let's talk about the present situation. I have the High Priestess. So, High Priestess is about messages, right? It's about this place between two things, two pillars, because in traditional tarot there's a pillar of dark and light. It's about intuition and hidden knowledge. So and then this picture, this is an odd deck. It's a little bit dark, but it's very revealing. And so I would say the situation, you may be seeing stuff being revealed that you was previously hidden. Present time is, that you may be seeing through many things as you look at them. And it's almost feels like, if you look at her face, oh no, here too. Oh no, there too. Oh no, there too. Like everywhere you look, information is being revealed that was in front of you, in front of somebody here the whole time. And it's almost overwhelming. And it's almost like there's this feeling of, make it stop just for a little while. It's too much. Okay. So the second card is about the past. So there was a major cycle that was completed here. And, well, because I chose this deck, it looked different than one would imagine it could, right? I did not expect it to end like that. But yes, I learned something. Yes, somebody learned something. Yes, somebody's ready to start a new path. But my gosh, what is being revealed is overwhelming. The information is overwhelming. The ability to see through things is overwhelming now, Libra. What is hidden is the 4 of Wands reversed. So what is hidden is maybe relationships in things that might have seemed stable in the past no longer look that way now. That 4 of Wands reversed is all relationships look like they could be. Not all relationships. Let's just say relationships, okay? Because it's going to be different for different people. And there may not be things that you know yet that are still coming into view because this is hidden. That relationships may not have the stability that you thought they had. Could be any relationships, but it's something that made you happy, something you felt like you could depend on, and that's being shaken to its core. And that would make sense if your beliefs are changing, right? This is the emerging influences. Emerging influences, sorry, is the lies and the lack of victory, unable to move forward, unable to cut through the lies, dishonesty. The emerging influences is the dishonesty. Okay, we're going to leave it there for a minute. And you know what? The lies have been there for a long time because there's a vine that's grown around the sword of truth. It hasn't moved. It hasn't been used. So somebody hasn't, I don't know, maybe hasn't gone to really understand what's there. But somebody knew it was there. Somebody felt that it wasn't right, but didn't really want to look at it because it just seemed too hard. It was too overwhelming, right? Too confusing. I feel the truth, but how is it possible? Okay? So the fifth card is the bigger picture. It's synthesis. The bigger picture is the loss that is going to be. The bigger picture is making a choice between two worlds. Between what you're going to hide and what's true and what's false. Living between two worlds. Your intuit side and the illusion. One has to be. Bigger picture is one thing is going to be dropped. And it's going to seem like a great loss. Maybe it's already happened. But the thing that's going to be dropped is the illusion. And so there will be adjustments that will need to be made, Libra. If you've this is your story. What are you going to fill that space with? Because the truth may be elusive. That's why you have to constantly go within and use the skills that you have learned in this round. It's not outside of you, it's within you. Your heart, your mind, your soul knows the truth. Your soul knows the truth. You need to come back to that no matter how something looks or feels or seems like it's okay or seems like it's A, B, or C, you know? Okay. So, what kind of guidance could your angels and ancestors give you at this time? This part about the relationships, it seems like it's a close friendship. Could be somebody you live with, somebody under your roof. And that's where, the loss is going to be, it seems like it's going to be close to you. But it's an illusion. Okay? It's not the truth. And it's time, well, you know that. So the Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. So Scorpio got this one too, but sometimes that happens, no big deal. Taking time to reflect. So while you're being hard on yourself here for what you didn't see, what you overlooked, First of all, I'd like you to know that you're not alone, that a lot of us were in this illusion, and this is, our eyes are opening like a few at a time, a lot at a time, here and there, all different. We all have our different paths, right? Um, it is important that you understand how far you've come 1 year ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, and to give yourself credit for what you've overcome. It's just another lesson. It's a big one, but you're doing a great job. It's you're right where you should be. As you're being hard on yourself, understand that you're right where you should be, okay? Let go of the need to be right and understand that peace is most important, because what we feel is right now, right now. Perceptions change with information. Perceptions change with energy. Allow others to be right. Allow others to come to the place of their truth, because you're still trying to get to yours. So how could you, just to be careful, that peace is more important than trying to flip others' opinions while you're still figuring yours out, you see? So listening to your higher self instead of looking outside to push one's opinion or to ask others for their opinion. There's something about watching and listening in a peaceful state that will give you more information going within. Your higher self's been feeding you information. And it could be dreams, but it could be, it's almost like it's like word forms. So if this has been happening, you're going, why am I getting this? Well, here's a confirmation that it is coming from your higher self, or your spirit guide, or your creator, whoever you look for answers. And if you're not looking for answers from them and you hadn't been, then maybe they need you to. So, peace is how could peace be coming back? How could this be coming? When in this place where you're at, where the lies and all this, how would one sort this out and know peace and truth without lies? How would we? And once we realize what we've been subjected to or what we've listened to that wasn't true, and we get so emotional about it, so unhappy about it, there's your catalyst for change. Easy. Easy to see, but not easy to go through, of course. So how does that change? I mean, what does that mean to your path, right? The enchanted map. That means that there's a metamorphosis taking place and there may be resistance. And maybe there's some fear of how this is going to turn out. I'm leaving A, B, and C behind. What's going to happen? A butterfly does not ask. Caterpillar does not ask when it goes into the chrysalis, makes a chrysalis. It just trusts. And so you're being asked to trust now. Because if you go to your higher self and you lean towards the change, you may start to feel that there's peace there. And it's about walking and creating with spirit, walking and creating with your higher self. It's not about control, it's releasing the control to create. Because sometimes when we control a lot, and I'm a Gemini with a Libra moon, so I get it. We want to control so much, we lose the creative process. So truly releasing that and allowing the creative process to happen. You know, there's a sense of freedom and all is well, because all is well. It would be a different perspective, the bigger picture. Okay. We're going to look at the Art Through the Eye of the Soul Oracle card. That was only like 15 minutes. It seemed like it was really long. Sometimes I look and it went by fast, and sometimes it seemed like it should have been longer. So maybe there's, and you know, everything that happens in a reading has like meaning. So maybe in a place where time doesn't seem like it's working the same way. And so the question that I would say is, why is that? Maybe you're getting more time to sort things out than you normally would have. So become the master you seek. And that is using the High Priestess energy to go within the place of peace and finding your own answers and looking within you for the change that's needed. And you don't even have to try to change. It's happening regardless. You know that. And you've done a bang up, beautiful job, because you can see things different. The change is already there. So nobody can give you the answers but you. So the master in Tibet. Tibet. I think of Tibet. I think the mountain that people, the fool on the hill, but he's not a fool, right? Because he's the wise one above it all. The master in Tibet is a person that people seek for information. It is the master. And that's right. You're in the right place, Libra, being the master. You know that. That's why this feels uncomfortable, because you don't feel like you're mastering anything. But isn't that the illusion? The illusion that you are. You just don't know it yet. Okay? And things that are not built on a solid foundation may crumble. They crumble. But you knew that they were. They were a facade. You knew they were a facade. But when we live in a world of facade, it seems appropriate, but it doesn't anymore. It's different now. Last card. We still got time though. I'll pull more. I am open to you know what? No, I'm not going to get this. Well, okay. I'm open to various types of love. I haven't shuffled them. So that means love from the divine, love from the flowers. She's holding flowers. Love from nature, love from our pets, love from the sky, the sun that shines on us. Love, how we love the lipstick and eyeshadow we put on. She has lipstick and eyeshadow on, and her hair. Loving when our hair is cut a certain way. There's many things we love around us. Okay? And that this is just a metamorphosis. It's time for a change. It's completing the process. So leaning into it is going to bring you might be surprised the joy it brings you. I do good. Look at her hand. See her hand? The waves that's coming off of her hand, and she's at peace. And she's following her third eye. She's following her higher self, her higher guidance. And she says, I am good, therefore I do good. I do good, therefore I am good. I am, because I am being driven, led by the divine, not by what is outside of me, but by who I am and the creation that flows through me. Okay, and all about the higher self, your spiritual guidance. That was your first card, was a High Priestess. Welcome, High Priestess, Libra. Okay. I'd say almost 20 minutes and you're done. I love you, Libra. You're actually doing better than you think. Okay. So I would never tell you what to do because I hate when people do that, but you might consider lightening up on yourself a little bit. What you seek, maybe seeking you. Have a good couple weeks. Take care.